Yeah, so lately people have been asking me about this book, Discipleship Essentials. We've got discipleship groups that are launching all over um, the state here in New Jersey, at least in this part of the state. We've got folks in Pakistan doing this, in Ghana doing this, and there are people all over the world who are doing this book. I just want to give you an example of what this is. So the interior of this book is a bunch of questions, and you can read the questions and write down your answers. Oh, there's my placeholder, right, from the previous discussion. But and you get in here and you look at these answers and you start discussing what some of the answers are, and they absolutely rock your world. It's deep stuff. But then there's a reading section, right? So in every chapter, they've got this section that you read. It's usually about 3 pages. This one's about 5 pages long. I just want to read you a section of this. This literally had me sort of whimpering in tears this morning because it just rings my bell as far as my passion in the world. But let me read this, and I'll just sort of follow it here with the camera. What does this servant love look like? Mary Rutan tells of meeting one such servant. Her church in Alaska was hosting missionaries who were to live in the homes of the parishioners and rotate among the churches. Now, first of all, how many people do you know go to Alaska as a missionary? It's kind of cool. Anyway, just before their house guest was to arrive, the flu arrived first. Her whole family was ill. Before they had time to make other housing arrangements, there was a knock at the door. Mary's husband was the only one well enough to stagger to the door. He explained the situation and suggested that it would be best for the missionary to stay elsewhere. No kidding. The man's face became serious with concern. Man, just imagine what's going on in this guy's heart. But not for himself. He didn't just step through the door. He strode in, man, this gets me, with a firm, "Oh no, you need me here." To their amazement, he put down his luggage, took off his coat, rolled up his sleeves, and began to wash the dishes. Mary said that she had heard many sermons, on servanthood, but none so eloquent as those 6 words, "Oh no, you need me here." His eyes were on the lookout for how he could be helpful. A servant does not wait to be asked, but recklessly looks for unmet needs. Do you take this book seriously? All right? Do you take your life seriously with Christ? I mean, Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. Jews were not allowed to do that. If they did, it was for servant women and kids and Gentiles and all this, which were in that society at the time were lesser than some of the men, if you will, which is not right, but especially from our perspective. But regardless, can you be a servant today to someone else? I highly suggest go out, find 2 or 3 other people. If you're married, find another couple. The 4 of you sit down, go through this book. This is in 35 years, really, of doing ministry. The absolute best thing I've ever done for discipleship. Give you an idea, I'm on page 140. I've been doing this for a year and a half. This is as far as I've gotten. Just rocks my world. God bless you guys.